Good morning world and welcome on my YouTube channel. After so many requests, I'm finally here today with my first video. We are going to talk about the Mini, my Mini actually, that I bought at Klausen. So that's one of the reasons why we are here today. So let's go inside and have a look. So, welcome inside. So, for those of you guys who don't know, Klausen is like kind of famous garage here in this French part of Switzerland. I'm working here since some years now. I'm doing all the communication and digital. So, we're not going to talk about the garage today because, I mean, it's an amazing place. We have so many things to talk about here. So, it's going to be, I think, another video, a whole video talking only about amazing car, iconic cars, supercar, hypercar. But I wanted to show you a little bit the showroom because it's changing a lot, and as you can see at the moment it's kind of a classic showroom. The modern cars are outside, so I just wanted to show you some cars. Like we have the 911T, which is an amazing car, a classic one. I love Porsche, so it's like one of the cars that I really like inside here. We have the Maserati, which is a very nice car also, the Ferrari, and I wanted to talk about the Facel Vega. For those who don't know Facel Vega, it's called the French Rolls-Royce because it gets like a huge engine inside, and the brand was made in the 50s and was... Comment tu dis est morte? Je sais pas. Non mais tu dis pas is dead. So more or less 10 years. Quite rare to see that kind of car, so I just wanted to show you guys that one because this is a famous one and you will not see that one very often. So let's have a coffee and then we are going to see the Mini. Qui veut un café? Ok, David il veut un café. Et santé, hein, les deux. Il a pas le feu au lac. So, enough with the coffee. Let's start with the Mini. So here it is, my Mini. It's quite dark inside, so I'll take the car outside. Like that you have a better look on the car. Let's go. As you can see, my Mini is so beautiful. Now, as you can see, it's an old Mini. It's the 40th anniversary. You can see it over here because it's not the normal logo of the Mini. It's way too sunny outside, just wait a second. There. The 40th anniversary are the latest Mini made before it was sold to BMW. So it's more or less 1999. The look of the car is more or less the same as the first ones, which are from the end of the 50s. The Minis that you can find are totally different. You like or you don't like, whatever you feel about it, I prefer the old ones. It's the Cooper S, that's why the wings are a little bit larger than the normal ones. From my side, the car is more or less as it was made in the 90s. The only thing that we changed is we added those two ones, but we are not using it because in Switzerland the regulations are quite difficult, so it's more like a nice looking remembering the rally cars than something that I use, because otherwise I will have the police behind me, so I'm not shooting them. So we have the Team Klausen because I bought the car at Klausen. Kind of a nice looking car. It's not a complete restoration, so we had a little bit of the rouille. You will see it in English, because I have no idea how you say it in English, but the rouille, because it is one of the sickness of the car. I'll show you inside a little bit more and then I explain you exactly why I bought that car, because it's kind of a funny story. As you can see, I have an aluminium car, which is not a woolly one. The only thing that I changed is this, which is a pommeau de vitesse. The other thing that I'm going to repair is a small mechanic problem that I have, is the ralenti. My problem is that when I'm stopping the car at the red light, it's getting like very high. It's always funny to see the face of people when they see me waiting on a red light and they just think, because I'm a girl, that I'm just stupid and I'm pushing the gas pedal. I'm quite happy because It's always a funny part to have a classic car because you know that you're going to have problems It's part of the game, it's like that, but I'm quite happy with it because I didn't have that many problems. I'm touching my head because I hope it will stay like that. The other questions that I have so much from you guys is why I bought that car. I'm a huge petrol head, I love classic cars, I love modern cars of course. And the story is when I was 20s or 19, I don't remember exactly, I drove my first classic car, which was a Porsche 930 Turbo. And I remember the feeling and the emotion that I had when I drove the car. And I remember saying myself like, I need a passion car, a weekend car, so not a casual one that I will drive daily. So I was thinking like before my 30, it will be my objective to have a classic car. The thing was, which car will I buy, which is not so expensive, but which will give me the feeling that I had with the Porsche. And we did an event 2 years ago at the rally in Villars, and we went there with the customers, and I went there to work actually, and the Klausen team said, okay, you're going to have a car, a classic one. You're not going to do the rally, but you are going to drive around with the classic one. It's good for the marketing and the image of the garage, and it's good for you because you're going to have fun. So he went one day to me and he said, this is the car that you're going to drive. And it's funny because I saw the car at the garage. I remember seeing the car and thinking like, I like that one because it's a black one. I'm always wearing black clothes. I used to have black nails. I have black sunnies and everything. So I took the car for the weekend for 2 days. And at the end of the weekend, I had to give back the keys at Klausen. And I was so depressed and so sad to give it back. So when I came back, I said, okay, guys, we need to think about it. The next steps for this video will be first the guys who has to do the mechanic things. And then we are going to see you guys again, for you in like 2 seconds and for me and the guys behind the camera in some days, I don't know exactly when, and we are going to do a tour like that you have a feeling about how it is to drive that car. So, see you in a second. We are back at Klausen and this time the car is all finished, done, clean also. The sun is out and it's time now to drive the car, and like that you have a better idea of how it looks like to drive a Mini Cooper S. Let's go. Okay. I'm gonna close the door. Then I have an alarm on my car. Make sure that nobody's going to take it. And then it's on. It's fun because it's small, like you feel everything on the road. It's exactly the same feeling as more or less the old ones. It's the same engine, 1.3 liters, and what's funny with that one is that it's a little bit larger because it's Cooper S. So the direction, the power direction is not existing at all. So it's like quite difficult to drive when you just want to park somewhere and you want to move the car around on the first gear because it's like quite heavy. You have the impression that you can drive everywhere. Not everywhere in terms of four-wheel drive, but you can drive everywhere. Like it's like playing around with a kart. A lot of noise, which is at some points a little bit too much. It's not expensive that much. I mean, of course you have to pay the car, but in terms of parking place, service, insurances and things like that, it's like quite accessible for everyone. So it's really a way of just like having a car that you're going to enjoy during the weekend, as I do. I think it's been like 2 years that I have it now and I cannot. It's just like the same fun every time I enter the car. Every time I sit in the car, I'm like, this is just like so fun. A big V6 to have fun. You just need like a small car or just like a car which is nice in between the horsepower and the kilos and the weight of the car. And this is exactly the perfect example. I mean, it's nothing too strong, light car, short car, fun, guaranteed. Really. So this is the end of today's trip. I hope you guys enjoyed it, as I actually enjoyed it, because it's always so much fun to drive that car. I'll see you in another video. Don't forget to like the video and to follow me on YouTube, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!